So you know how we've been hearing things about the fact that I want to be a baller, I don't want to be a mechanic. But people are coming out to tell us what exactly should we do, because I mean, we're entering 2023. Everybody wants to go in 2023 well funded, well equipped, and all of that. But please, guys, if you know how we can actually be ballers and not mechanics, kindly send me a DM.
Tell me, because I want to know. I saw a particular TikTok video where people were just like, God, I want to be a baller. I don't want to be a mechanic. I want to be a baller. That's like literally everybody's prayer point in this current time. So honestly,
welcome to Fuse Unbothered. If you're hearing our voices for the very first time, my name is Madichi.
And my name is Gabrielle.
Yeah, that's right. If he's not here, we'll probably join us tomorrow. Until then, we have a lot to talk about. We have a lot to talk about on the show. Some people are receiving advices from Chike, while others are giving us reasons why they have to Japa. But we have many more to talk about on the show. Stay tuned. It's still Fuse Unbothered, brought to you by Upfront and Personal.
I used to care for the world's opinion. I used to fear their rejection. I used to beg for validation, and I used to wait to be seen. But the fire that burned in me was hotter, and the passion that lived in me had a voice of its own. So I stopped waiting and started to act. I stopped fearing and started to live. And when they thought I'd fail, I stepped into my power.
Because my time is now.
Amstel Malta, be your best.
Fuse Unbothered.
Alright guys, welcome back. It's Fuse Unbothered, brought to you by Upfront and Personal. If you're just joining us, you haven't missed a thing. So guys, did you see that video? Did you see that viral video of a young lady, a Muslim young lady who relocated to Libya, from Nigeria, and not so many people, a particular comment got to her on the reason why she had to leave her BSc to Japa, to not just any country but Libya. I don't know why people had a problem with her going to Libya. So the main focus was the fact that she was earning, she gave us a detailed rundown on why she decided to leave. I mean, she was just a young teacher in Nigeria, earning about 25k as a Nigerian school teacher, teaching just 1 to SS3.
Wow.
I mean, she talked about how she had to write a lot of lesson notes, how she had to, you know how it is in schools, right? And right now she's earning approximately 100,000 naira. She has access to free Wi-Fi, has access to breakfast and lunch.
As what?
And she works as a cleaner in Libya. And she came out to say, you know what? If you are not satisfied with this amount, it means you're a glutton. Which of course I didn't find that. I'm like, really? Except you're telling us you are doing other things. Well, 100k. Let's be realistic.
Okay.
Even though my journey in here isn't something that I planned, but at the end of the day, I found myself here and I'm making the best use of it. Our witness, Ogbelu Oke Bitirebo, Onitani Ofi BSc, Ti Ofi Padi BSc, Ti Ofi Mosise Cleaner, Emi. Bí àwọn sọ fún wọn, Emi wọ́n bá wí. In receiving close to 100,000 naira a month, having access to free Wi-Fi, having access to free breakfast, and having access to free lunch is not enough as a cleaner, quote unquote, according to you. Then I mean, you have the effrontery. As a matter of fact, I went through your TikTok and I realized that mo rí reason tó mọ yìí fi máa sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ o. I mean, wọ́n rí jájẹ́ torí mo rí ráìsì ilé epo tó sè. I'm sorry, I don't mean to be rude. Excuse me. Lóhùn ní jẹ́ ó pẹ́ kó tó yí ẹ. Bùkátà ò tí ì bá ẹ ni. Tí bùkátà bá bá ẹ lójú pálí. Sórí iṣẹ́ tó fẹ́ máa wọ sútà ń ta ẹ lọ torí káwọn èèyàn lè máa sọ pé ọmọ yẹn máa ń dì lọ sí ibi iṣẹ́ ni. Tó ń gba 20,000 tó ń padà sọkú lẹ́yìn. Ṣoré mi tí n bá ti mú dustin tí mo mú bọ́kẹ́ẹ̀tì tí n bá ṣe gbogbo ilé tán èmi fi ń gba 100,000 tí mo fi ń tọ́jú àwọn ẹbí mi tí bùkátà bá fẹ̀yìn sí ẹ then come back to me to say something. Mo rí kọ́mẹ́ǹtì yìí mo bú sẹ́rìn. Ẹni tó ní kọ́mẹ́ǹtì yìí ní ta ló máa fi Nàìjíríà lẹ̀ tó máa lọ máa fi BSc ẹ̀ máa ṣe cleaner. This speaker no try at all. Èsì ọ̀hún ni wípé ẹni tó ní ìdí owó, to hell with the certificate. that can serve its purpose. Now, I'm educated, maybe not to the highest degree, but I am educated because I'm exposed to an extent. Now, I used to work as a teacher and an English teacher, to be precise. I got paid 25,000 naira because I'm offering a general subject. And as a matter of fact, I would have to teach from GSS 1 class to SS3 class. Do you know how tiring that is? Or just because you want to receive 22,000 naira at the end of the month? Do you know how many lesson notes I'm going to be writing? I'm quite sure you don't need.
So I like what you said. You just said, I don't know why people have a problem with the fact that she went to Libya.
Yeah.
There's a reason why people are choosing to go to countries like the UK, Canada. US, there's a reason why people are choosing those destinations above places like Libya, because you have to look at, stability, how safe a place is. You have to look at how, if they are racist or if they're not racist, the job opportunities, how easy it is to earn. These are many things people consider. And to be honest, Libya is not one of those countries that rank, top.
So are you trying to say that a lot of people don't actually think about it, just feel like, okay, I want to leave Nigeria, I want to leave this economy? Do you think she didn't put that into consideration?
I feel like maybe
the fact that she's a Muslim young lady.
Okay, so I feel like maybe she didn't really put all of that into consideration. For me, it looks like something that sort of just happened. It was not like if she was going to sit down and say countries I want to go to and work, she would never have come up with Libya
as if
no,
come on, Gabby.
It's not a top destination, and I'm not apologetic about that.
Are you saying? But I think it was wrong for her to go to Libya.
I'm not saying it's wrong. I'm just saying that for many people who are currently in this, position of trying to relocate, Libya does not even fall into, for most people, top 10 of the countries that they should pick as their destination.
I think you're speaking for yourself. A lot of people might not.
A lot of people will not consider it. But the fact that she's there now, and I'm like, I like everything this woman said. I think one of the most interesting things about this particular video was the soundtrack. I'm like, I don't understand. Where are we? Are we watching epic Yoruba movie? And the funny part is, she said some words in English, she said some words in Yoruba. So when she started speaking in Yoruba, and the soundtrack was playing, I was like, what really is going on here?
The emphasis for me.
So I think it's amazing that you felt, I'm not doing so well here financially in Nigeria with the job that I'm doing, and I like the fact that she decided that, I'm going to make a switch to a different country, to a different job type, to give me the kind of money that I need to be able to fend for my family. I think that's just something to applaud, and I think that nobody should make fun of someone doing that. If you look at a lot of people who are relocating today, going for their study, you see that a lot of student jobs
traveling to the UK for their masters.
And you see that people that are taking student jobs, these are the kind of jobs that they're doing. A lot of them are doing blue collar jobs, and people are doing it with pride
and making lots of money.
Which is the most important thing. Thank you. You're not just doing it, but you're making lots of money. So I don't see anything wrong with her doing that. But I think the only problem I have with her, with what she said, not with her,
you feel like
is where she said, anybody who says that this is not enough is ojukokoro, and she actually said ojukokoro. I think that as a person, it's always okay for you to want more for yourself. 100,000 naira in this day and age, to fend for a family is really not much, if we're being very honest. So I wish her well. The fact that she has been able to move from 25k to 100k, I want to see her move to a better place. So I don't feel like she should be against the people who want more for her, saying 100k is small.
That's the problem. I don't think anybody has come out to say 100k is small.
She's insulting the people. Yes, she's insulting people, saying that it's like, you're a glue. Is it gluten? No, not gluten. You are ojukokoro. That's how she puts it. Basically, you are greedy if you want more than that. And I'm saying, no, sis, you're not greedy if you want more. 100,000 naira is really not so much in this current day and age. Yes, it can be better.
I'll just say, at the end of the day, you know what's good for yourself. Yeah. So what's up?
Okay, so we're moving from that story because I just think it's funny. Madisha, are you having plans of relocating? There's a wave.
What am I having plans? Their question. Are
you really having plans to relocate?
DJ, you will come and not see me here.
Hey, God.
Multina, share happiness.
Fuse Unpotted.
All right, so away from migration and away from talking about people who want to, just Japa from the country, let's talk about a guy who went on a date. Now, he said he went on a date with this girl, and the total of what they had to eat and everything cost like about 70,000 naira. And he came online to come and rant and complain that after spending that amount of money, and he even went ahead to buy the human flowers, he says, I didn't get to, then he puts the dash, and we all know
Which is,
he didn't get any action, basically.
Oh, okay.
So he's like, I don't understand.
You used to tell the people, what do you mean by he didn't get any action? Not everybody might understand.
Okay, so he felt that by spending 70,000, I go as far as spending that amount on a date that, he was supposed to sleep with a lady, basically.
Okay.
Yeah, that's I mean to say that. Okay, so and then he's now coming online to express his shock that how can I spend that amount and go ahead to even buy this lady flowers and then none of this finally gets to happen.
I find that very disgusting and irritating, first of all, because that is, I mean, you are putting the female gender low. I mean, why would you spend, okay, you said he spends that much. I'm very sure that he didn't actually spend it because he wanted to spend it. He wanted to genuinely spend it. He probably knew what he was going to get after. And if you know Nigerian girls, I'm sure that girl is a Lagos babe because she has probably known that, okay, this guy is trying to play smart and just get in between my pants and all of that. But I'm happy. It goes to show that, I mean, Nigerian girls are wising up now.
Yeah, I mean, what could it really have been like? So because he bought you, he spent that much.
70,000.
So what happens? When the date is over, you don't know the way to your own house. I don't understand. Like,
it wasn't a genuine date. I mean, it was just something about what he wanted to get from her.
He doesn't unconditionally love this woman. So he says he's done being,
a nice guy. How does that define?
I'm like, wait. Define being a nice guy? What were you gonna do if you were not nice? You were not gonna. I want to understand. I wish I could actually see this man.
Please.
If you were not nice, what would you have done?
Exactly.
Would you have dragged that to your house back? What the heck? I'm so confused. This man is a very confused person. I'm sorry. You're confusing me, sir.
I used to care for the world's opinion.
Next.
I used to fear their rejection. I used to beg for validation. And I used to wait to be seen. But the fire that burned in me was hotter. And the passion that lived in me had a voice of its own. So I stopped waiting and started to act. I stopped fearing and started to live. And when they thought I'd fail, I stepped into my power.
Because my time is now.
Amstel Malta, be your best.
Maltina, share happiness.
Fuse Unpotted.
Also, Chike has an advice for the lady. Okay, not for the lady specifically. He's saying that he's never ever going to advise anybody in love. Now, I feel like this is coming from an experience.
Yeah.
So you know how people say, okay, the two people you shouldn't advise is someone in love and a man who has money, if you'd ask me.
Wow. Okay.
Because I mean, for a lady in love, there is nothing you can ever tell her. That's why people are still in like toxic relationships, if you ask me. And I don't know what his experience must have been, but for Chike, the R&B of, do you see the kind of songs Chike sings? I mean, they're not,
obviously we know that Chike believes in love and he makes other people do so with his music.
Yeah,
so he says, if you like, die there. That's even the part that, I'm like, this is deep, honestly. But I think he must have been like, maybe he tried to talk to a female friend who was in a relationship that wasn't good for her. Yeah. And then this friend says, you know what? Okay. No,
she probably listens to him, but at the same time, I also went back to her.
And maybe even told the guy.
Yeah, exactly.
And maybe we told the guy, and he's like, what? And then all of a sudden, then the guy now makes the lady to be enemies with him.
Exactly.
And he's like, what the heck? Like, this doesn't make any sense. So we see something like this in Blood Sisters, but I'm happy that, when she had a friend to confide in, you all know the popular movie Blood Sisters. Yeah. When she had a friend to confide in and said to her friend that this man is abusive and blah, 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 and all of that. I'm happy that even though things were really, really hard for both of them, that she had a friend that stood by her, when something like this happened. Please, still give advice, please.
Stay there.
Still give advice to people.
You become the bad person, which is
Genuine friendship is all about offering, advice and truly helping out your friends see things that they might not be seeing. To be honest,
but most times they don't. Even if you see, they don't want to see. God,
please, if they show you, you should also open your eyes and also see now.
All right, guys. That's what you can take today on Fuse Unpotted. Don't forget to join the conversation. Follow us on Instagram at Fuse_local, YouTube Fuse1. Follow me on all social media platforms. All social media platforms. At _Madichi.
All right, you find me on Instagram, guys, at Gabby.GabbyDuel to follow, guys. From all of us here, stay fused.
Stay fused, baby.
Upfront and personal, world-class business, world-class consultants.